Hey there, wanted to talk to you today about the Minelab Manticore and a setting on there called recovery speed. It's a super important setting, especially if you're trying to find relics and heavy iron. So I had a couple guys out on a class last week. They're both brand new Minelab Manticore owners. Took them out into a site where there was some heavy iron. We all three sat there and set the machines up exactly the same. So they walked one direction, I walked a different. I had a signal, called them over, and I could hear it plain as day. They walked over with the same setup I have, and they couldn't hear what I was hearing. So I was completely dumbfounded by this. So I took their machine and looked at it, and I had the recovery speed set at 3. Well, behind my back, they both decided to turn the recovery speed up to 7. And I asked them, why did they do that? And they said because of my video that they saw, some other video I saw, and a couple other videos they saw on YouTube from other content creators. And they were confused and thought that you just go right to 7 or 8 and the heavy iron to try to get maximum separation of coins next to iron. Well, there's a huge negative trade-off for doing that. I'm going to illustrate that today. I'm going to do some testing with you guys today. You have to watch this. If you're at all interested in getting relics and heavy iron with the Minelab Manticore, you got to see this video. It's very important. Here we go. Stand by. All right, so here's our test setup. I have the Manticore on and set up. We're going to be using a Franklin $half, and we'll be using a silver Washington quarter with a square nail right on top of it, touching it. So let's look at the settings on the Manticore real quick. So for settings, you can see first of all that the screen is wide open. It doesn't matter if the horseshoe's on or off. There's no discrimination at all. It's a wide open pattern. I have the sensitivity down to 10 because we're indoors, and for the purpose of this test, 10 is all we need. And let's see, we are in the general program, and recovery speed's at 0 right now. Node patterns, stabilizer's off, but we'll mess with that in a second too. And that's pretty much it for right now. Oh, the audio profile, that's important too. So I'm in the normal and simple for the profile. All right, keep it real simple. And what we're going to do, start with the $half. Going to swing over the machine with the $half so you can hear it. Hearing it about 7 inches right there. Nice 92 on the screen. Now watch what happens when you raise the recovery speed up. So we're at 7 inches. Let's go up to 3. Starting to lose it up here. 4, 5, it's gone here. 6, completely gone. I got to come all the way down to here. Look at the difference, guys. I got to come all the way down to here on 6. When you go to 7, which is where my friends were the other day when they called me over, when I called them over and they couldn't hear my signal. Look at the difference. And when you go to 8, holy cow. 2 inches max on a $half. 2 inches max on a $half. Now, keep in mind the sensitivity is at 10 because we're indoors, so you would have to do this test outdoors with full sensitivity to see the difference, but it's a remarkable difference in depth, okay? So if we take the recovery speed back down to 0, and now we have a quarter with a square nail right on it. So recovery speed at 0. Is it going to hear the silver coin co-located right next to the touching the square nail? What do you guys think? Recovery speed 0. Can it separate? Here we go. Let's go back to the main screen so you can see what's happening. Now the number is off for a quarter, but it's in the center line. And with the recovery speed of 0, it hears it perfectly fine. Even when I swing forward and get the nail more over the coil, it's hearing it. Recovery speed of 0. So if we raise this recovery speed up, does it make any difference at all? All the way to 8. Do you hear what's happening? We lost our depth again. Listen. So I barely can even do this test now because I have no depth. But yeah, it's going to be faster. The processor's going to be faster. It's going to separate better, but you're losing all that depth. And I'm wondering, is it even necessary when you run at 3 and you hear a nail right next to a quarter? Is it even necessary to be cruising around at 6 or 7? This is why I don't, generally speaking, this is why I don't feel like I need to go up that high. So with the Manticore, probably do some experimentation and take it out into your test garden or out into the field, maybe bury some coins so you can confirm what we're doing here. I just want to warn you though, recovery speed it's just like any other machine. It's the same thing with the XP Deus, with reactivity. Anytime you start raising that number up, you're losing depth. And it's a lot more than you may think. Just one number from 5 to 6 is a huge difference. Just like 2.5 to 3.5 reactivity on the XP Deus. It's a big difference in depth. So keep that in mind. If you want to be looking for silver coins and heavy iron that are only 1 or 2 inches, you might be okay running those high reactivity numbers. I'm sorry, high recovery speed numbers. So let's take a look also while we're here at the Stabiliser and see if that changes anything. We'll put Stabiliser on at 4 with filter on. Is there going to be any difference at all with this regular $half? Let's look at the screen. Nothing's happening here. Why? Stabiliser's not kicking in. It doesn't detect that there's anything wrong with that coin. But here's some iron. Let's see what happens with Stabiliser. Is Stabiliser going to be fooled by the piece of iron that's right on top of the coin and therefore make the coin go away? Or is a Stabiliser with a Stabiliser of 4 and filter on still going to hear the quarter? What do you guys think? Well, you might be surprised. With a nail touching and right on top of the quarter, Stabiliser is not affecting the signal. The quarter is saving us from having Stabiliser degrade the audio on that nail. So anyway, just a quick couple little tests I wanted to do here today to talk to you guys about recovery speed, how important it is, and how much depth you lose with it. Again, take this out in the field and replicate all this yourself and mess with it. Maybe if you have a test garden, try some of this stuff. Another really good guy to check out is Tennessee Sharpshooter. Go check out his YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below in the description and up here in the corner right now. Here's one of his videos. He's really good at all these kind of tests like this, and he's out in the garden all the time. Now, a lot of you may say that what's going on in the garden isn't real world, and to some extent that's true. So there's something to be learned from both sides of it. In this case, this definitely illustrates my point about the loss of depth. All right, that's it for now. If you have any questions about this or comments, go down below. As always, leave a comment or a question. I try to answer all of them. And also, my email's down there if you want to email me without making your question or comment public. And a new feature that YouTube just rolled out is, I want to say it's called, boy, I can't remember what it's called, but there's a new feature here on YouTube that all of us content creators just got, and it's similar to Patreon. And what I think it might be called is memberships. If you want to take a look down in the bottom, your bottom right corner of my video, there's probably something down there you can click that says memberships. This is a way that you can support the channel. And of course, you know, anybody who joins up with a membership, no different than Patreon. The money that I would get from that would stay here at the channel, and it would, you know, fund adventures. It would fund more adventures for me to get out and do more fun digs and, like I say, trips and adventures. I already have all the equipment I need, so you probably wouldn't be helping me in that way, but you would be helping me with just travel. And I'll be doing a lot of travel, by the way, out of state and to other areas to meet other YouTubers and do some digs together. I got a bunch of new friends that are inviting me out to their states, so probably if I get some memberships, that money will help with that. All right, guys, that's it for now. We'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye.